And what's going on, guys? All right, good morning. Now, let's go ahead and look at the chart here. We're above the 200, guys. So if we are above the 200, what are we biased to? The bullishness, right? We're biased to going up. Now, this is the Qs. I need to look at NQ. This might be a little different on NQ. It broke below the 200, so we are biased to shorts at this moment. Now, hey, look, if you set a sell order on the break of the 200 there, you got your fill, you're coming all the way down to possibly a 2 to 1. Make sure you go ahead and protect your 1 to 1. I do have bones to pick. Now, Ryan, I think other members of the community are starting to understand that you're just giving yourself way too much work. Now, what I'm going to do is, since we're in study hall, we're kind of doing this privately, and this might become a public YouTube video, I'm actually going to put you on blast and hold you accountable because compared to your peers, you spend more time in the chat, talking than you do maybe even conceiving a play or building up a thesis for a play. So I'm just going to put you on blast here, right? And sorry, I'm harsh. Ryan, I don't have access to January, which means you blew up an account and you probably opened up another prop firm account, which I think you should not do, right? This is for January, but December, despite the fact that we have had our meetings, you're still doing 15 trades, 14 trades, 12, 4, 110 trades, 16 trades. Listen, okay, I really don't care that you paid me $3,200. You paid me for my time. I care about the example you make in a community after being exposed to my time. And I want everybody to understand that as much as I try to work with you, you have to decide for yourself to submit to the system. Otherwise, I can't do anything. In contrast to that, we also have another member, which I'm meeting up today. Ryan, can't see your damn your one-on-one with me until you can spend more time on the charts than in the chat and prove that you can control your impulses to not take 110 trades and to follow the system, right? Now, Richard Petty, I'm going to show you guys what happens when you actually submit to the system and finally give me the opportunity that I deserve, okay? We're going to pull up Richard Petty really quickly. Let's give this man a round of applause. Currently up 16,000. Once upon a time where he was red as hell. And then we turned the script way back in November. I guess November 20th. So here we're going to change our date range to November 20th here. Again, this is what happens when you finally listen to me and the system, right? And so now we're going to go to the 16th. Now we're going to look at his stats. This is Richard Petty now. When we allow ourselves to submit to the system, we then become a trader. Up 18,000, 162% of their trades, a profit factor of 2.1, an average win loss. Remember, guys, I tell you, as long as you're over a 1 to 1 and you got a winning percentage here, you're going to kill it, right? Trade expect to see $118. That is incredible. So now, when we go back to the chart and we're looking at this, we're like, okay, are we going to be bullish here? No, I don't think we're going to be bullish here. Are we going to go long here? No, we can only go long if we get above the 200 and we get our confluences, right? What I would do here is, well, okay, how about this? In the chat, what would you do? You're bearish. I can tell you what I did and why it was wrong. Bearish, I would have went short. There you go. Danny says, wait, everyone's waiting, wait for a little more retracement, but that bearish, absolutely. Take a short below the low on MES to the level. I mean, you could do that with MES. Let's see what ES is doing here, because the system just prints, right? Oh, wow, look at that. Looks very, very much like NQ, so I think I'm good here. What I'm going to do is go back to NQ. You get right there, right? That's where all three candles have a common, yeah, right there. Let me go ahead right here, and I'm going to sell, right? I have a sell order here. Should price action come down below, I get a sell order down to a level, right? And I have 1, 2, 3. There's 3 touch points. So all of these candles have this area in common. And that's where I'm going to put my sell order. Or I could go ahead and say, all right, well, I'll play a rejection The thing with that is, yes, you could play the rejection, but it might break through first before dying. It's a trade design down, so we are bearish. We have to maintain our bearish thesis. Now, something interesting to note is the 4-hour trend. Now, let's go on over to the 4-hour trend. 4-hour trend was bullish to went bearish, and bearish as hell. Okay. So, looks like I'm gonna get this fill here. Let's get back on over to the 5-minute and let's see what's gonna happen here. Do I get this fill down? Again, we're just here to make 1 to 2%. Okay. All right. So, looks like I got a fill there. Currently red. Where I'm gonna go to? Let's see. There we go. For green now. You guys see that there? All right. 1500. So let's see, 2,200 would be 1% for me. That's, there you go. Let me see, what I'll do is, I'll just, well, right above this level here, right? Since everyone's waiting for some orders there, I'm just going to sell right above that level. See if we get that fill. It's 2,000, 1,400, 1,700. So the trend is down. We have all the confidence in the world for this trend to be bearish, right? Because our system is saying bearish. And this is where you don't want, there you go, like nice, done. That's simple. They gave me more than I deserve. I made $4,780, which is about 2% on a day. Again, for me to keep pace to my goal and growing the board and compounding, I need 2.8. I'll wait for another trade maybe, or I let it go, right? If you're up 2%, 1%, 2%, and that's the trade you made, God bless you. Now you just walk away. Okay, so what we're witnessing, the level. This is why, now you guys understand why I go ahead and secure profit just before we hit a level, because we don't know if it's going to react just above it. Maybe it goes, and this is why we don't chase, right? We don't chase on the level, or we wait for a candle close. Guys, all the rules that we go over every day at 1348 in full effect here. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and look at Ryan's data. He says it's updated. Okay, Ryan, this is actually much better than what I'm used to seeing. But why the fuck are we doing this? 39 trades, 44 trades, dude. 41 trades to go 98 points. Huh? That's like trading in time lapse. It's like. Oh my God, dude. Okay, get that number down. All right, back to the chart. Let's look for some opportunity, guys. Maybe we'll have some opportunity here. Where's that emotional damage button?
Emotional damage.
So what I can do here, once again, see, we'll play the top of where every candle existed right up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to sell. We're going to put a sell order there. So if we fail at the 200, we're going to catch that order and reject that 200. We maintain our directional bias and thesis down. Right? We got filled, and I'm going to go ahead and maintain my directional thesis down until I get the break of the 200 there. Okay? That's it. All hail Gabe trends, right? I am bearish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my buy right there as well, right? Where structure is right here. And if I get a break of that 200, I have to bail on this trade. All right, so we need a break and a close. We're going to prove the system out. We're still bearish until we have information that we're bullish. While we're doing this, what would have been the best trade? So, I mean, I'm doing this for study hall. I really don't care. But what would be the best trade? Short at 200? Probably not. The best trade would be the next trade design. Ta-da! New trade design. Exactly. Now, my thesis can be right. The emotional duress is what you lose to before you actually even lose to the trade. So our job is to make sure that we avoid that. I was down a significant amount. Now, I mean, I was green for a brief second. Now we're talking about just emotional duress here, which we don't need. And if we would have waited for a trade design, I could obviously avoid. Now, me just going on experience and just believing in my system, I'm going to say the trend is down. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm okay with being wrong. But I will not let emotional duress make me wrong first, okay? If I'm wrong, I have to be wrong objectively. So here we are, we're green, and we're up 1,200. We were up quite a bit. Yeah, here we go. One more time. Let's see. There we go. And I'm getting more than I deserve here. I'll take the 1,600. What did I just do there? I went ahead and said, I know that this, after what I just said, waiting for a trade design, which would have been the best option for me, I'll take what the market gives me. And then I'll just walk away. And then I fucking take my ego, I fold it up, put it in my back pocket, and walk away. That's all I'm doing. But of course, I have to demonstrate the power of our system and why I have so much conviction in our system. So when I asked, or when we go back and we say, like, where is it going? It was, I don't know, even though it was moving on up. The only bit of information we had was we were still bearish. And so whenever I'm going to take a trade, again, going back to, I would rather a trade design. But if I'm going to take a trade, I'm going to take a trade with the information I have, not with what is happening, but the information I have. A lot of traders get wrecked by trading what is happening. Oh, we got a bounce, I'm going to go bullish. Oh, we got a rejection. Oh, crap, got to take profit. And for those who entered way up here on the break of, hey, you were ballsy enough, you have that much faith in the system, or you were ballsy enough and took that trade at entry and brought it all the way down to 1.97. Congratulations, you're good. The system does its job. You just have to do yours. Love you all, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of study hall. Let me look at my report. 6,365. So, as it stands, that's somewhere about 3%. Let's go, guys. The system kills it. It rocks. You want financial freedom? Submit to it. I gotta go live my life now. Peace.